All right, we're back with game 2 of best of 3 in the winner bracket semifinals. Purple team, which is No Hue Jose, won the last game quite decidingly against blue team, which is Treebeards. Treebeard is going for a similar team comp with the Elise and Kazakh's pick, but even actually Karma is similar to Kale in a sense with her utility. Her shields are huge and just kiting potential. But it looks like there's been a role swap. Los Panderos was on Elise last game in the jungle. He switched with YUV, who is now going to be jungling Elise with exhaust, no flash. Interestingly, Bussy Senpai is not pulling out his Riven again, and Syndrox will be playing Soraka because his Lissandra and Lulu were banned out on him. Grom Hellscream is also staying on Jarvan with exhaust. So 2 junglers with no flash and 2 exhausts. So depending on Soraka's build, this could be played a couple different ways. Soraka can build extremely tanky with hardly any, if any AP at all, and still be extremely good because her Q stacks a magic resist debuff, which will in turn increase the damage on more Qs. However, they won't get full value from that because she is the only AP on the team. So she's most likely going to be building a hybrid of tanky and AP, but leaning towards more AP. We'll see if Grom Hellscream goes with the same build early. Hunter's Machete with a Doran's Blade. With this team, I feel like it would be better if he just went with the full Spirit Stone. I'm going to say that again, especially since Soraka is much more vulnerable to dying than Lissandra and Jax as well, with no wards on Twisted Tree Line, can't ward jump to run away from a ganks, unlike Riven, who can just E and Q away. So the loser of this game, or if No Hue Jose wins, then Los Panderos' team, Treebeard, will go down to the losers bracket final, where they will face the winner of some games happening right now that are not being streamed, and then No Hue Jose will have a bye, or they'll have to wait a little bit for the final, and they will face the champion of the losers bracket. And just stating again that solo queue stats and ranking mean very little. As you can see, only one person on No Hue Jose is actually ranked, and he's in Diamond, but they completely dominated the last game, and let's see if they can keep that roll going. Purple side does have a strong level 1, but I don't think that the stun or silence from Soraka can... Stun from Jax and the silence from Soraka can outweigh the early kiting potential and the stun coming from blue side. If anyone was to make move level 1, I would expect it to be Treebeard. Or we start up the game. Jax starts, well, Jarvan starts with his standard start with the machete into a Doran's blade. Once again, looking to be aggressive. Chocobero on Kha'Zix is a bit late on the purchase, so I doubt that Treebeard will be doing any level 1 activity. He goes for a cloth armor because
welcome to the Twisted Tree Line.
Having some technical difficulties. People might not know this, but Chocobero, or Stu, as you can see in the chat, is often ruining games. So this is no different. He's probably doing something completely unrelated on his computer. Right now we're going back into it. Karma and Elise are positioned for a level 1 fight, but because Chocobero was delayed, he's not in position right now. Luckily, red team, No Way Jose is not moving once again for any type of level 1. They don't even want to think about fighting. They just want to make sure they're at base so they can get those extra potions and then get to lane and win their lanes, which is what they've been looking for every single game. Los Pandros leading the charge on the level 1 invade.
Minions have spawned.
But No Way Jose is not even in range for anything. Jarvan starting on Wraith's camp with no help from Soraka. YEV will be also starting Wraiths or Wolves, and will probably get help from Karma. Just 1 Q should be enough, but that extra gold from Wolves early and gets you in position to take the health rune, especially early, which is good against a Jarvan that does not start Spirit Stone. There's Q damage coming out from Chocobero, but Jack's just pushing, wanting that level 2 as early as he can. Early damage coming from Soraka with the Doran's ring. She hits level 2 first. Don't expect a fight happening. Jarvan being very, very aggressive, going for that level 2 gank. Could get the EQ combo. The knockup could result in a kill, but great flash. Jax wasted his ignite. Great reaction, but
the altars will unlock in 30
he needs to hit level 2 as soon as possible. Jarvan still staying in the enemy jungle, trying to get in position for the altars unlocking in 15 seconds. Jarvan unrelentless in Elise's jungle, tries to snipe the big wolf, but Elise with the smite gets him instead. Duel happening. Great rotation from red team, collapsing on blue team. They'll probably take the altar for this unless blue team reacts quickly. Elise is out of mana. Jax jumps on Carmen and just explodes her and completely annihilates red team. This is going to be a free double altar and probably 2 push waves. No Way Jose really pushing that communication advantage. They're just rotating so much better than Treebeards, and the collapsing is not happening soon enough for Treebeard. They need to, Chocobero needs to follow Bussy Senpai as soon as he leaves so that we can get a fight. He can get some isolation damage in the jungle on Bussy Senpai before the fight even happens. Both altars shortly will be controlled by red team. Lee's going for that early boot so she can maybe get some more ganks going. Farming in the jungle this early is not as strong as invading and making aggressive plays and putting the other team in a reactive position. So, okay, we got a gank coming bottom with on Soraka. staying in minions so she can't be stunned. Cocoon hits, but there's no follow-up from Karma. The heals coming from and silence from Soraka are too strong right now with the 2 Doran's wings and amplifying tone. She's going to be quickly become unmanageable. Grom Hellscream just taking damage to the face, just does not care at all. Heals coming in, Exhaust goes down on Soraka. Grom Hellscream is going to drop, but that kill's going to go on Chocobarrow. Chocobarrow going to probably pick up Soraka here.
Red team double kill.
Elise goes in too early.
Blue team
That
double
should have been a free double kill for Chocobarrow, but Elise got too excited with her Cocoon. Busty Senpai late on the rotation. Probably should have just stayed and pushed his lane. He might take some jungle as he leaves, though. Nope, he's just going to go back to his lane. 2.1k gold lead for No Way Jose. We're going to translate that into pure damage. You got lots of magic pen and flat AD, and then a Cutlass built on Jax, so red team's looking extremely strong. They're going to want to fight whenever they can. They're also quite a few levels above. Total of 4 levels above the other team. Soraka's level 6 is extremely strong. She's completely bullying Los Panderos out of lane. YUV looking for a gank on Soraka, but I think Soraka smells the gank coming. But there's a counter gank by Jarvan. The catch on Soraka, but will it be enough? She does have her ult, all her heals. The AoE damage from her Q. Jax comes in looking for a cleanup, potentially a kill. Does not get any stun. Jarvan comes in for the kill. The ignite was used by Soraka and secured by Jarvan. It's going to be a free tower. Chocobarrows, if he's going to go in, he needs to go in now. There's no isolation damage. The damage is not there. Karma gets dived on, gets killed, eliminated, and Chocobarrow might fall shortly after. There it is.
Ace.
No Way Jose is in complete control of this game. This could be a very early inner turret. Attack speed buff from Jarvan's helping a lot here. Elise and Karma are still level 5, so they don't have that level 6 advantage, whereas Jax and Soraka are level 7. That level advantage alone, even with all ults down on red team, that level advantage just deters blue team from approaching any type of counter to taking the altar. Exceptional rotation and communication by red team. Jarvan still has not finished his Spirit Stone, instead just opting for straight damage, which is the good call because they're not farming at all. He is, but all the gold is coming from kills and objective control, so necessarily getting that sustain in the jungle is not really a priority right now. So he is putting the gold in the right place. Also finishes his Tiamat and gets a giant spell for just that extra tankiness. He's going to be almost unkillable now. There's very little potential for a kill on Jarvan because the heals from Soraka, 2 heals, the tankiness, and they're not even going to be focusing him. They need to focus Jax or Soraka. This red team is very hard to kill right now, and they do so much damage for so little effort, essentially. This is why Twisted Tree Line is it's so important to snowball, because once you get that lead, if you play it properly, the other team is not coming back. Jax has finished his Blade of the Ruined King, so he'll be even tankier now with the percentage health lifesteal and the just the general lifesteal off his auto attacks and passive from his ult. Syndrock's being hyper aggressive on Soraka, pushing the wave. They're going to look to take this tower, but there are two members of Treebeards in the way. I don't know if they can push this the way they want. That attack speed. Kha'Zix ults in, but then it just gets completely shut down by Soraka and the AoE damage. The team might be going for a Vialma pick right here, but oh, it looks like they're just trying and bait it. Los Panderos is face checking, but he has that range. Jarvan ults in, catches two in his ult. Jax jumps in with him. Exhaust goes down on Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix gets pushed out of the fight. Jarvan falls, but it's still not worth it. This is going to be a 2-for-0, and YUV is going to have to back out. This is going to be a free tower.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
YUV really needs to back right now because he could lose this other tower for that delay. If he was going to stick around, he should have started taking the altar to pull them away from taking this inner turret, but as it stands right now, that's about half damage. That wasn't worth it. Elise finally finishes her Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, so she might be able to put out some good damage now. Good thing about Elise is that she puts up a lot of base damage, but she gets caught by Jax and blown up. Don't know if there'll be the range, and there it is. She's done. Chocobear fighting Jarvan alone, tries to jump away. I don't think he'll get away from this one. Gets hit by the jump from Jax. One more auto attack and he's dead. But is the turret diving to come in? No, they're not that. They're not that risky. This should be a free Vialma. Only they don't need 3 people to take it. Vialma on this team is going to be extremely effective. Cooldown reduction and attack speed, all good on Jarvan and Jax, and cooldown reduction on Soraka is never a bad thing. Los Panderos shows up just a little bit late to the party, but good effort. Alright, well, blue team came back a little bit by taking their own altar. They are still down by over 6,000 gold, and that is reflected in their items. A Wooglit's finished on Soraka, so she is going to be a beast now. She will probably not fall in a fight. Her heals are going to be worth so much, and along with the Zonya's Hourglass effect from the Wooglit's active, she's going to be very hard to kill. All while constantly putting out huge damage from her Q. Red team opting for a split push bottom with Soraka. Don't know if that's their strongest strategy, although it doesn't really matter at this point as they're so far ahead. I think it would be better if they just grouped together and sieged one tower and took it down. Nothing really happening top, but a good duel happening bottom. Soraka slowly chunking away at that tower with those banana auto attacks. Chocobarrow comes down to support YUV in that tower defense. That leaves Los Panderos by himself against Ram Hellscream, but then Jax opting to take the altar. Soraka at 2v1 here. Just spamming her Q. Wooglit's Hourglass. Here comes Jax. Blows up Elise. Completely eliminates him. And Chocobarrow soon falls after.
Double kill.
It's a free bottom tower and possibly an inhibitor. Los Panderos completely deletes Soraka. He was not ready for that burst there, but Jax just does not care. He can just beat on that inhibitor all day long and chooses to kill Los Panderos. Can he get the stun? And there it is. The Q finally finishes him off. Meanwhile, Jarvan is pushing top tower. He's going to take that. It's going to be double inhib, and I
Blue
don't
team's turret has been
come back from this one.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Bussy Senpai goes down after being a little too greedy.
Shut down.
Grom Hellscream is going to play the safe card and back away from the inhib. Blue team's rushing to their thing. Altar. Thank you. It happens. Nobody's perfect. But Soraka's there to stop him from taking it. Choco Barrow is a little bit extended right now. After Grom Hellscream takes the tower, he's probably going to go top, try and kill him. But he backed off. So at this point, any member of No Way Jose can 1v1 any member of Treebeard. So they're feeling pretty confident right now. In a smart move, they're grouping 3 top to take this inhibitor and probably win the game. I would say that Blue team can't fight for this inhibitor. They just have to give it up. If they're going to fight, they need to fight with a tower. So, which is what they're doing. They're giving it up. Jax goes in. Ham and Cheese absolutely destroys Los Panderos. He gets ulted. YV gets deleted. Choco Bear's left behind. Has no damage. Nothing to follow up with. And that's game. GG, well played. It's coming out. So, No Way Jose will move to the finals, and Treebeard will go down to the losers bracket. We'll be back in a few minutes.